Greetings everybody, it's Emily from Pages and Ink, and today I will be doing my Montana book haul. So it's all the books that I bought while I was in Montana, and it's quite an impressive stack. Oh, and I really didn't spend that much money because a lot of it was used books from used bookstores and stuff like that. So the first book I got is a Harvard Classics Deluxe Edition, The 1001 Nights. And it's beautiful and green, and I'm excited. I've been wanting a copy of this pretty much since I read The Wrath and the Dawn because I wanted to read what it was based off of. This one I'm excited about, and I almost didn't buy it, but it was like 30% off of $16.99, and in Montana, they do not have sales tax. In Florida, there is a 7% sales tax. I believe in New York, it's 10%, and in California, I've heard, no, not California, where is it? Somewhere else I've heard it's like 11%, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. But anyway, I got a Harley Quinn graphic novel, comic book thing. I read it on the plane and I finished it, and it was awesome. I love Harley Quinn. I have been interested in Harley Quinn since before Suicide Squad, but I didn't know much about her. I hadn't read any comic books, I hadn't read any graphic novels, hadn't seen really anything, but I loved what I did know about her based on what I've seen on Tumblr. I like her style. I like that she's kind of crazy, but she's really smart. People would think that she's stupid because she's, I don't know, but she's super smart. She's a doctor, for heaven's sake. So I want more so I can get to know her better, and I really like Harley Quinn. Anyway, this book I got for free because it was an adopt-a-book thing from the Helena Public Library, I believe. Oh, it's the Lewis and Clark Library. I've been calling it the Helena Public Library in my Tumblr posts. Whoops. But anyway, so I got horror, and it's horror and another 100 best books. So it's 100 horror stories. I just saw one by Stephen King. Which one's this? Pet Sematary. So that'll be fun to read in October. Then I have Bloodline Rising by Katie Moran, and I picked this up because I thought it sounded interesting, and it's blue. And when I read it, it kind of reminded me a bit of The False Prince in a way. I don't know if I should read it to you. Like the summary. I guess I'll just... In 7th century Constantinople, young Kai rules the streets as the smartest and most cunning thief. With his father away at war and his mother devastated by the death of Kai's little sister, Kai would rather be anywhere than at home. But there's no loyalty among thieves, and one day a scheming rival ambushes Kai and sells him as a slave. Aboard a trading ship, Kai travels far from the warmth of Constantinople and deep into the north to his parents' homeland of Britain. His parents have told Kai nothing of their past, but when Kai arrives in London, he's quickly recognized by Wolf here of Mercia. Under Wolf's care, Kai learns the ways of the British tribes and finds new life, though he often pines for his family. With a war brewing between Mercia, something like that, the High King, Kai, with his uncanny... Mercia and the High King, or Mercia and the High King, with his uncanny ability to draw information out of others, is put to work as a spy. What he discovers, however, makes him question the very people who took him in. Could it be that they are the reason his parents fled so long ago? It's a companion novel to Bloodline, and I'm hoping I didn't need to read it before I bought it, but it seemed really good, so I picked it up. And it was $3.49, so I mean it was cheap anyway. Then I got The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black, which is one of the books that I read, I believe, last year, and I really liked it. It's about vampires, which is kind of already a selling point for me because I like vampires. And yes, I've read Twilight, and I liked the Twilight books, but when they were kind of blown like out of proportion, it just kind of made them less interesting. But I still have them, and I had actually thought about rereading them at some point. Then I have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer because I've been wanting to read this for years and just never picked it up, and I found it for $5.99 at the bookstore that they were going out of business. It's called Hastings, I believe. And they were going out of business, so things were like 10 and 30% off. So we went in and I picked up quite a few books from there. The classics, the 1001 Nights Classic, I got from a little bookstore at the Walking Mall in Helena, Montana. And she had a bunch of really cool stuff, but that was the only one that I really wanted. Then I have Article 5 by Kristen Simmons. And I had seen this on Owlcrate for so long, but I never picked it up. And then I found it for $4.99, 30% off, and decided to get it. So, there's that. Then I have Anna Dressed in Blood, which I had been looking for on Book Outlet forever. For some reason, I couldn't find this one, but the second one that for some reason, I think it's the girl in the red dress or something. It's I can't remember. But Book Outlet always had that one and like had this one once, and then when I went to order it, it was already gone. So there you go. Then I also have Say Real by Garth Nix, which I believe is the first book. I hope, because otherwise I'm kind of SOL. Yeah. I think Clariel is the last one, or the second to last one or something. So I'm excited. I also have this on either Nook or Kindle, but I found it for $5.49, 30% off, and I was like, you know what, I'll just get the paperback, physical copy of it. Then I have two books that I had read in high school, and I really enjoyed, and I can barely remember what it's about. I know it has to do with magic, and the first book has the main character, and she has these nightmares that like are terrifying for her. But it's this one. So it's, I believe this. I forgot what the series is called. Let me see if I can find it. But the two books I got is Red is for Remembrance and Silver is for Secrets. The first book is Blue is for Nightmares, and I have to go and find that one, and then White is for Magic. I need to find both of those because I believe this is 3 and 4, and then the last one is Black is for something. Forgot what it is. But I plan on getting those, and they shouldn't be too expensive. But that is my book haul, which I got through quicker than I thought I would, because mainly, I guess the only one I really read, because it's the only one I didn't really know what it was about, was Bloodline Rising. I mean, I knew what it was about when I picked it up, but I thought I'd read it to you guys. The other ones, I think you guys know what they're about. If you want any more information, put a comment down below or send me a message on Tumblr, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Another thing I got, got a lot of things in Montana, but one of the things that I want to show you guys is this Risen bow that Kiera made for me. And she also made one based on Feyre's dress, although that one was unintentional. And then she was staring at it and realized that it kind of looks like it. So that one I have over there, and I don't really feel like getting up to get it. But she makes really pretty bows. I have worn bows that she's made in the past. She made me a Pages in Ink bow. She's made me the Darkest Mind themed bows, and she's made me Hunger Games themed bows. So she's awesome. She has an Etsy store, which I will have to put down in the comments below, but I forgot what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's KMC Bows, but I'll have to look it up and put the link down below. But if you're interested in bows, she has a whole bunch. She's got, I believe, like a Dorothy bow, and I'm pretty sure she has a mermaid bow, so she's got a whole bunch of different kinds of bows. So feel free to check her out, because she's awesome, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What books have you bought recently, and what are you currently reading? I am currently working my way through a reread of Penguin and the End of Days. Sorry, there's like stuff all over my floor, and it's driving me crazy. Anyway, so I'm slowly getting through Penguin and the End of Days, and the reason why it's kind of gotten, like, I managed to read Angel Fall, like, on my trip up. I finished it, and I was barely in it at all, so I finished it in like a day almost. As for the second book, World After, I got like a quarter of the way through it, or just started it by the time we landed or something, and on the way back I read Harley Quinn, so I didn't read as much, and I didn't read much there because I was trying to spend time with her, doing whatever. So that's going to be a little more slow going, especially because I work all week this week, and I am going away on another trip with my family this weekend. I'm not going to tell you where, and I'm not going to tell you for how long, but it's going to be fun, and I really needed a vacation. I did not want to leave Montana. It's so pretty. I have a whole bunch of photos up on my blog on Tumblr on both of them. So I have bookish related ones on A Pages in Ink, and then I also have the rest of them on Darkwing Cryptic, because they're scenery and artwork and stuff like that. So go check those out if you're interested. And I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. You know, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and put them down in the comments below, and I will get to them pretty much as soon as I get them, most of the time, unless I'm working. But yeah, so I will see you guys, and I wish you guys happy reading.